Welcome everybody to the Canon. I'm your host, ThunderAF, with the Mario Kart Dream and B+.
B+. It's me. I am B+.
We're gonna throw it back. We're gonna throw it back today to our childhood when you played with toys.
I don't recall playing with toys like this.
Oh, you weren't a rich billionaire kid who could build whatever and a super genius?
No, I was not. I found it difficult to relate to.
Okay. Well, this is Toyboy, issue 4 from like
Toyboy sounds like it should be gay porn.
Yeah, it's an awkward title. It only went for like 7 issues. This is issue 4. This was like 1986. Neil Adams, the writer on it. He wrote Batman. So yeah, as I said, this story is about this super genius billionaire kid that discovers his dad is selling arms to terrorists or something. And so he teams up with his chauffeur, who happens to be a superhero, and uses his super intellect to save the day. This is issue 4, where he builds a bike. He finally solves... there's a weird dream sequence with the dad. Not sure what that was about.
It was like a very psychedelic acid dream.
Yeah. Sniffing too much of the cocaine.
Something. It was weird.
And like, I'm taking your child. Like, no.
The dead wife.
Yeah. But that has no bearing to this issue, so fuck it. And then, so then we go to the kid, and he's like, he figures out some, problem that he's had with an engine. He's like, I wonder if they can fit me in. So he calls like the engineering department. It's like, hey, did we get the new supplies? Like, yeah. Like, okay, great. Try this. Oh, wow, this is a great idea.
You're such a genius.
And then they build. Like, and then he's like, all the money you're spending on like prototypes, you should just ask your dad to buy you a Harley. Like, oh, this Harley's gonna do something different or something better. And like, this kid knows what's up. Meanwhile, oh fuck, the Nixon thing.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I forget about the Nixon thing?
Oh, what about Dr. Ruth?
Yeah.
Dr. Ruth, the sex therapist.
Yeah.
For some fucking reason. In the same timeline that Richard Nixon is president somehow.
Yeah, that Nixon scene was weird. That Nixon actually made me kind of think like, oh, this is gonna be a really interesting comic, and then it just kind of fell apart after that.
Yeah, so the first like 2 panels.
Yeah. And then, so the Nixon guy like infiltrates something and then like explodes. So it's like, well, something's up.
And like me not knowing any of it, I thought that they were infiltrating the dad's factory, but it was some other science.
So they're infiltrating the science laboratory. There's this spy that is a XXX agent, and he's infiltrating. And then the Dr. Ruth shows up, like, oh, thank you for being my security. And all of a sudden, it's a fucking alien monster thing.
German accent.
That's right, the German accent.
It's like a robot something.
Is there a tank?
Yes, there is a tank. She commandeers a tank somehow.
The more we're remembering this, more like this was a pretty crazy story.
Yeah, like I took almost no notes on it, and yet now looking back, I'm like, that was super weird. Why was I just okay with that?
What is happening in this series? And so the boy, like, he's driving by on his new test motorbike, and then
just happens to be going by.
Yeah, and then he turns it into air. That's why it's better than a Harley Davidson. It flies, and so he's flying by. Like, the spy has gotten into this car that fires missiles, and it's like fighting the tank, and so the flyby Toyboy, he swoops in, and he's trying to help, and the spy's like, he's seen too much. Like, because of course Toyboy's protecting his identity. He doesn't want anybody to know.
He's got a voice modulator and a helmet, but somehow no one notices he's still a 12-year-old.
The childlike body of this masked man. And so he ends up running into the spy, and they're about to fucking kill him because he's seen too much. And the XXX program leaves no witnesses. Oh shit.
Fuck.
It was like, again, like sitting here and recalling it, I'm like, that was kind of cool. But
it was kind of weirdly pervy.
Yeah.
Like it was like I remember that. I have to look at my notes again.
So if you were gonna make this into a movie, how would you do it? It's your job to make a 2-hour movie, live action Toyboy movie for Marvel. Marvel has bought Continuity Comics. You're like, you know what? We're gonna bring back Toyboy for the cinematic screen, and like B+, we need you.
Didn't they do like an Artemis Fowl thing? That would basically be pretty similar.
Okay, so you make it look like Artemis Fowl. Would you try to give him any suffering?
Would I what now?
Give him any suffering, like, my mother's dead, revenge. Or like, obviously, you know, his father's, you know, selling arms, so he's just a huge dick. And he's like, I have to beat my father for control of the company.
Yeah, I think he'd be kind of traumatized in mine. You've made me actually think about it now. He would be like weirdly isolated from everyone because of his superior intellect and his age. And he is trying to be a hero while his father is a villain.
Okay. We're going to bring back Macaulay Culkin.
Like a Richie Rich.
Yeah, this is going to be a spiritual
Macaulay
sequel to
Culkin.
Richie Rich. And so Toyboy.
I'm fucking on board. Okay. I don't know how you took me from hating this when I was reading it to be like, oh no, I'm on board. You sold it to me.
Yeah, we can get some
I'll watch it.
German old lady to yell like sex advice while she's in a tank, and then like Vin Diesel XXX agent shows up, and all of a sudden Macaulay Culkin swoops in on his motorbike and saves the day.
In the script. Done.
Done. Marvel, if you're listening. DC, Warner Brothers, if you're listening, you guys are more desperate for content. Give us a call.
Think of it. This could finally be the Netflix hit.
Yeah.
Netflix hit that they...
Netflix, give us a call.
Maybe.
Like, what do you guys do with the Miller world? Nothing. What do you want to do with the Toyboy world? So much. It's like a toy box. There's a lot in it.
You get really pervy with it too.
Yeah, and then, oh my God, combine it with the Toys That Made Us.
Ooh.
Like, well, yeah, we would have like the actor, we would have Macaulay Culkin pop up onto the Toys That Made Us. Because everyone would know him. That's Toyboy.
These are the toys that made us.
Like, everyone loves Toyboy. Oh, fuck that blue shell. All right, well, thank you for listening, everybody. What was your favorite toy growing up? Yeah. Leave that in the comments. Or bots.
Yep.
What was your favorite digit growing up?
Don't leave pervy things in the comments, though.
No. Tell me your kinkiest fantasy.
What?
Leave them in the comments. Just let it out.
You've gone full cray-cray. My face keeps itching.
Like, subscribe, do those two. We really appreciate it because the subscription is low. And my daddy says that if my subscriptions don't get up to like $100, I'm not going to get a puppy. So help me get a puppy. Yeah.
A puppy would be nice.
All right. Well, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, Toyboy. I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's a weird sex thing.
Is it?
Some kind of slave thing, of course. Because I was like, there's no like Wikipedia of Toyboy.
It just goes to that.
Yep.